Welcome back to the podcast, guys. Hi. I know, I'm sorry I missed last Tuesday. I'm actually recording this on Wednesday because I felt really bad. I told everyone that I'd do it every single Tuesday, and I messed up. I was sick, though. I promise. I was sick. There's a couple things we got to go over, but I'll just explain myself and say that I was sick. That was not on purpose. I was sick. And yeah, I don't need excuses for you guys. However, we're just gonna jump straight into our topic will be sensitivity. Is there too much? Is there too less? We don't know. Cade, let's get straight into it. Thank you. All right, welcome. So, as you guys can see, my phone came in. My phone came in, which I'm very happy about. This is not it. I have more scattered around right now. None of this is planted correctly. I really want it to be around the room how I want it to be. I wanted to buy some to see how it looked and kind of what it was. I could do this, but I really want timeless up here still. So you guys are seeing this podcast get greater by every single day. My tables, I got the wood for it, just haven't built them yet. So that will be exciting to do that. So today I really want to talk about sensitivity. I was talking with one of my friends and also my mom at the same time. Not the same person. I was talking to a friend and my mom at the same time. I mean, she is my friend, but you know what I mean. So I was talking to her, and I was like, why is I was watching the news and different stuff like this, and I don't mean to call anybody out through this video and whatever. This is just a video, like I said, for me to vent to you guys about something that I think, right? So sensitivity, I think there's way too much sensitivity in the U.S. or, I mean, really that's the only place I am at right now, so I can't say for other places. But let me give you an example of sensitivity, like saying, God, I don't even know how to explain it. I think there's way too much. I think everyone's too sensitive about things, like certain topics. And, see, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful thing. There's certain topics that people stray away from, which I totally understand. I totally get. However, I think on the news, I was watching this. I don't know if you guys have seen the video of the kids supposedly making fun of this Indian tribe that went to their school. I'll look it up right now. Okay, I found it. Okay, so this is just one example that I saw, and I honestly don't mean to offend anybody at all. So I mean, I'm a kid, I don't mean to, but this is just my take on it. So it's Covington, whatever, Catholic high school students in blackface at past basketball game. So basically, for you guys that don't really are not aware of what that is, so these guys, this high school actually has a tradition on their games to wear all black, and some of the kids paint their faces black. Now, if it's possible to date back the history of when they started doing that, then I'd like to do that, but I just don't think we have time for that today. However, and then another thing is I want to say this before, is that I don't know what their motive doing that was, not dressing all black, wearing a black face, painting their faces black. Now, to be honest, color's color, right? But since everything that's been going on lately, that's sensitive, you shouldn't really paint your face black because you're using the term blackface, which is not good. Basically, these kids were wearing all black and then they painted their faces black for this game, right? Now it's a high school game. Now, I don't know what their motive was. That's why I can't like pinpoint it. But if their motive wasn't to make fun or discriminate against black culture or African American, then I think they shouldn't have to change that. Because it's no different than painting your face blue or white or any other color. And I know this is like, I don't even know if you can say this, but I'm not racist. Like I'm just not. So to me, it like I can see where people come from, and that's not a good stance. However, in my personal like lifetime, I guess, I know that like has recently surfaced too again. However, what I see is these high school kids wearing black face paint and black outfits, and it's for the game. They're doing it for the game. They're not doing it to make fun of somebody. And I don't think they should have to change their tradition just because of new times, or change their tradition just because of it is offensive now. Because I believe that the word offensive, like, I believe that everything becomes offensive because somebody makes it offensive. And I know that makes sense or doesn't make sense, but like basically you could take any word and I could make it offensive. And I'm not going to do that right now because I don't want to make fun of the African American being looked down upon or whatever it may be. Because like I said, I don't know what their motive is. However, I just don't think they should have to change the tradition. I mean, like at my high school, we paint our faces blue sometimes and blue and white because that's our colors. And if they have a blackout game, like what's the difference? Like I just don't see why that's a bad thing to do. Now, maybe I need to do my own research and research that and see. But I, personally, right now at least, I don't believe that that's a bad thing to do. And I don't think they should have to change their tradition. And that's what the article is talking about, is that they need to change the way that they do that because this man, I don't know his name, was African American, and he said it felt weird when I was out there playing. And I'm like, first off, like you're in high school. The whole blackface thing, I think, was a while back, not necessarily in our lifetime. And I just don't, I mean, he has the right to be offended. I know he's the same race, but I mean, I'm just surprised that he feels offended and he wants a whole high school to change their persona. And I'm not saying that's what he went out there to do for. And if he felt uncomfortable, then yeah, they should probably change it because they shouldn't make even a player feel uncomfortable, let alone his skin color. And so, yeah, I just think that a lot of people are getting way too sensitive on certain things. I just think the world's becoming way too sensitive. Like, we need to loosen up. Like, we need to take things as a joke and not so much, like, little, like, hard, heavy. Like, I mean, lighten up. Like, everything. You can look at everything negative in your life. Everything negative, and you can make it positive. I know it's hard. I'm not saying it'd be easy. No one ever is. But I'm saying that take all the negative things that happen, like I spilled coffee on my shirt. Well, I'm late to work. Well, I mean, you could just flip those around and be like, well, now I don't have to go to work for a little bit longer. And yes, I have to change my shirt, but maybe it wasn't the right outfit. Like, I know it's dumb, but you can change circumstances really easy and make them in a positive thing. If that's anything I've been taught throughout my lifetime now, especially even at high school, is that I think everything happens for a reason. So, you know, it's like all these different negative outcomes happen, but just make the best of what you have. And sensitivity wise, I think everyone should just be a little bit like more open and not have to be so closed off and closed-minded against things and traditions that have already been established. And I get it. Things change, times change. It's totally respectable. I understand that. And we live in a world right now where a lot of things are very difficult to talk about like so difficult to talk about that I can't even talk about, because if I talk about it, something would happen in my career. Not that I have a career, but something would happen, and it's just not fun if that were to happen. So, I mean, I think the world needs to lighten up. I don't know if you guys know who Ryan Higa is. He's a YouTuber. Go look at his last post on YouTube. It's like why I quit YouTube or something like that. It's a joke video, but it relays something that's very important to me, which I think is like his content that he used to create was for a purpose, for like an audience that he had, which was like he could put out anything. Like it could be like you could do something about gay, you could do something about being black, you could do something about like all different stuff like that. And even like a gangster, like like he just did all these different things. I don't even know how to explain it, but so he did a bunch of that stuff, and now ever since he's like been doing more and more videos. That was like back when he started, like he was one of the first YouTubers too, and now people don't. He lost a following too, but he also gained a lot more, obviously. But he quit doing his thing. He was basically, okay, I'm going to wrap this around in a circle for you guys. He started YouTube. He did his own content that he liked. Then he started doing not more content, got more followers, like content that he did not like. And then he kept doing it more and more. And then finally now he's getting to a point where he established that he's sick of making content that he doesn't enjoy making. He wants to make the content that he used to make, which was more sensitive. Which was more archaic, I guess. Basically, he could just say and do whatever he wanted on YouTube, and not in the rude way. But now you can't do that because people look at a post and they criticize you for if it has something in it at all, because everyone's so sensitive. When YouTube came out, I think in 2010 or 12, they weren't like monetizing, or they weren't monetizing. They weren't like tracking what people were posting as much as they do now, especially. And I think that shows. That's what the whole conversation's about. This is so hard for me to explain. I'm also running out of breath because I'm not good. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I don't know what I have said and really haven't said. So, goal of this podcast is to make you less sensitive. Watch something today that you find like aggressive. I don't know, man. Just live life easy. Like, just don't make everything about you. Honestly, that's the only thing I can say. Don't make everything about you and what you think and how it portrays. Because every single person looks at this video differently and takes something different. Some of you guys will take that Cade doesn't care and wants YouTube to be a different place now, or wants the world to be a different place. And some of you are just like agreeing with me. And that's fine. Choose your whatever you want to do. Choose your opinion and choose your own battle in life and see what you want to do. But what I can say and what advice I can give you is just don't make everything about you. Like, don't second guess things, but just stand back. And honestly, like I don't watch the news at all. And the one time I did, I got frustrated because I saw that article. We will see you next time on Timeless. I almost said on podcast. I hope this podcast helped you in some way. Timeless Tuesday, baby. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Leave a like on this video, drop a comment, and share with your friends if you guys enjoyed the podcast. Next podcast, we are going to have a guest. So stay tuned for that. And be with your friends, be with your family, and most all, live in the moment. See you guys. Ow, God. My eye, that hurt. Ouch.
You just lead us up to me. I can show you my world. We can go through it all.